Hey Simply Bakers, by popular request, I will be sharing with you how to make my version of blueberry scones. It's delicious and really easy to make. Let's begin! So these are all the ingredients you will need, and I will make sure to link everything in the description box. So in a medium-sized bowl, you're going to add 1 large egg, half a cup of sour cream, and using a whisk, you're going to mix it until it's well combined. Once this is done, set this bowl aside, and in a large bowl, you're going to add all the dry ingredients. So that's going to be 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, but if you want the scones to be sweeter, you could add a bit more. Then add half a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Then using a clean whisk, you're going to mix it until it's well combined. So next you're going to add in the unsalted butter. Now I popped the butter into my freezer for about 30 minutes prior to using it. And I know this next part seems really tedious, but you're going to grate the butter into the flour mixture. And honestly, it didn't take me that long. It probably took me 3 minutes at most, and a lot of elbow grease. But if you don't want to do that, you can actually just really cube the butter and then use a pastry blender to mix everything in. Now, the reason you're going to do this and why you want to use frozen butter, because it helps create the flaky layers and the pockets in the scones. That's pretty much it. So once you've added the frozen butter, you're going to mix it just a bit using a fork, and then you're going to add the wet ingredients. So you're going to use your spatula to just get everything mixed in together, and then eventually it's going to start forming to a dough, and you're going to start using your hands like what I did. So next you're going to add the blueberries. I use fresh blueberries. If you want to use frozen, go ahead and do so, but you could also use dried cranberries, even mini chocolate chips or just regular chocolate chips. So then you're going to knead it. I know I'm not kneading it, I'm like squeezing it because it just felt so good in my hands. Anyway, you're going to knead it until the dough comes together. So you're going to sprinkle some flour on the surface and then place your scone dough on it, and you're going to kind of flatten it until it forms a circle like so. Then using a pastry cutter, you're going to cut the scone dough into pieces. So thanks guys for voting for this recipe. It really made my life so much easier when you guys helped me out. I want to know if you guys want to see a cupcake recipe, a caramel cake recipe, or a protein cake recipe. Let me know in the comments. So once you're done cutting the scone dough, you're just going to spread it out because you don't want to keep it together. It will just all smush up. And you don't have to put it that far from each other, just as long as it has room to grow while it bakes. Since I didn't add that much sugar into the recipe, I decided just to sprinkle some organic cane sugar on top of the scone dough. There are other kinds of sugar that are more coarse. You can use that and it will actually look really pretty. So you're going to bake this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 17 minutes. Allow it to cool for about 5 minutes. And then I made this lemon glaze. If you don't want it lemon flavored, you could just use milk. I will make sure to list everything in the description box, and you're just going to drizzle it on top of the scones. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button so you can get all of my latest recipes. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you next week. Bye guys!